which is coming up on Thursday this week, the 15th of June. This is the World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. It's the first time for our ministry to be highlighting this on our ministry calendar. So we thought we would just ask for your assistance in bringing it to the awareness of all Fijians. Why is it so important for us? This World Elder Abuse Awareness Day started back in 2006. It's an initiative of the United Nations to try and get nations to address this rising challenge in relation to the abuse of our elderly citizens. That's why it's important for us as a ministry to highlight it and to celebrate it, to put it on the awareness schedule for our national development purposes. So for this year, we've partnered with the Asia Pacific Technical College, APTC. Their role is in raising awareness through empowering those who look after our elderly citizens in our aged care homes. There will be a workshop on Wednesday this week, run by APTC for our aged care facilitators. And then on Thursday, there will be a march from Flea Market to Albert Park, calling for all Fijians to come forward and help us bring this matter of national importance on our national, for awareness of all Fijians. Why is it important for us as a country? What we are looking at, I'll give you a bit of stats on this. Back in 2010, when we're talking about older persons, we're talking about those who are 60 years and over. In 2010, we had 69,300 persons in that category. Come 2050, Fiji will be looking at 170,500 people. That's a big component of our national population. And then when we look at the older, there's a term for it, old, 80 years and over. 80 years and over. For Fiji, we were looking at about 500 in 2010, which is 7% of our national population. Come 2050, we're looking at 28,500 people, 17% of our national population. Now, from a national development agenda perspective, these statistics are very important for us. We need to prepare for this. How do we prepare for it? A critical component of it is the abuse that's going on in relation to our elderly citizens. The impetus behind this is basically to call upon our families, caregivers out there, us, every Fijian, to look after the elder person in our family. A lot of elder citizens are now in state homes that are run by the state, and also by our partners in the non-government sector. It's one of our aims in the ministry is to bring back what we Fijians are known for, looking after our elder relatives within the comforts of our own homes and within the comforts of our own communities. Respect, another very important component of looking after our elder citizens. So basically, June 15th is all about that, raising awareness on elder abuse, reflecting the international agenda on the issue, and bringing it home to us, honing in on the fact that this will become even more important and prominent in a few years' time when our population demographics changes for Fiji. Government has done its part, is still doing its part in relation to the constitutional provisions on the matter, the National Council on Older Persons Act, and the Advisory Council which is set up under that. There's a mechanism in place. But we as ordinary Fijians, we have a role to play. And the Awareness Day on Thursday is all about that. Raising that awareness, calling on Fijians to please join hands with us, with government on this very important aspect so that we can raise more awareness on the issue in Fiji. There are various types of abuse that elderly citizens go through. One of which is emotional abuse. There's financial abuse where you trick your older uncle out of money because he's become senile or he doesn't have the resources that he could access when he was younger. There's neglect, there's physical abuse, sexual abuse happening, verbal abuse as well. You would read in the recent few weeks, Australia is going through the same thing in a big way. And these are state-run homes for elderly persons. They're carrying out investigations into those matters. We're hoping that with this awareness, when we raise it, when people see that it's happening, they recognize it as something that's wrong, that shouldn't be happening. And that, like domestic violence, like child abuse, it will become that prominent as well in our nation. These are estimates that were done under our national aging policy. Yeah? So for 60 and above, it's 8% of our national population back in 2010. Come 2050, it'll be 17%. For 80 years and over, the oldest old, they call it, oldest old, 18 years and over. 500 in 2010, 28,500 in 2050. For this particular one, because we're trying to highlight a particular topic, it's on the theme of let's break the silence and protect elders. And like I've said, when I've outlined the types of abuse that happen, and when we talk about those who care for them, it's as basic as how do they take care of these elder persons, the way that they speak to them in the homes. Those become an important component of aged care in state-run homes as well. Okay. This is the first time we're doing it. It'll be in Suva only. I hope that with the recognition, we will get more support from the non-government sector as well. And going forth in years ahead, it'll be much bigger than this.